Yeah, so here's my latest little guy, this little bar. I'm really kind of bummed out the camera for some reason. It must be the ultraviolet light, but the camera is not picking up the actual red and blue. It's quite a bit deeper in when you're seeing it in real life. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. Worked out really well. Let me zoom back a little here. This is my latest edition. I made a little, what was this thing over here? Oh, it's a feed store. The feed store. There it is, yeah. Let me zoom back and show you how I did this. Yeah, here we are. What I did to make this sign was I made this little thing here, and then I reduced it, on the coffee machine. I reduced it to this tiny, tiny size. I think actually the one on there is actually a little smaller. Then I took my little micro paintbrush and daubed the fluorescent paint just onto the little sign. And then I put it in the, there's a little UV bulb, LED ultraviolet diode they call it, in there, and it's just shining up on the back of the sign, and it's quite a dramatic, quite bright. It looks just like a neon sign when you're, like I say, the color's better when you're actually looking at it, and pretty simple to make. Another thing I discovered, the light can be at quite a high angle. So it's really just a tiny little slot that the light's coming through and bouncing off the back of the sign. And it's such a small slot that you really almost looks like in other words, there's nothing behind the sign. So, so you can, in other words, you can have a neon sign sticking out, like a theater sign or something sticking out from the side of a building. So it's quite a neat effect, I guess is the way of putting it. On this tiny scale, I can't imagine how else you'd get a neon light effect. So yeah, that's the latest edition, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. This is probably, with the weather probably going to be getting better and stuff, I'm going to be putting this away as usual. I take it out a couple times a year. And so I've got all the kinds of stuff over here. I kind of like the look of silos, and stuff, but I really have no idea what I'm going to put there. I have a little 450 scale helicopter from a battleship kit. I'm going to put that over there, maybe. And that might be what I actually do next, just because it's such a kind of fun idea. Although it'd be kind of off by itself over here, but so what, right? Anyways, that's the update and the making of the bar sign, the fluorescent sign. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. Just sit here and watch it for a bit. Let's see. Yeah, we'll zoom in. So we got all the latest little guys. We'll have a run by. Oh my goodness, yeah, like about 1 out of 3 odds of it getting through the switches here. But it did it. It got through the switches. Yeah. Electrical contact, that's always an issue. There he goes. A little freight. Yeah. Boy, I wish it was. I wish the color was coming in right. It's so much prettier in real life. Real red and blue. Yeah. My wife said, "Are those people fighting?" And I said, "No, they're dancing." Okay. As the sunset slowly in the west here, firing down.